It's Week 12 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Dak Prescott. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Cowboys and the Eagles, just ahead on EA Sports.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility.
It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And normally in this spot we talk about passing numbers from last week, but this time it's all about the rushing. 3 times he found the end zone in his last ball game. He is a do-everything quarterback, and you have to expect we'll see him call his own number here as well.
They'll start on the ground. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Now 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Hurts. And right away, he lost the football. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. That's taken it around the 40. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Now Prescott. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. He'll get it up near midfield at 49 before being taken down. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the turkey bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and they come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you got football on Thanksgiving Day?
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. You look at this Cowboy defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker.
The pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. DeMarvion Overshown in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up 4th.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's called proving it good. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Throwing, Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Prescott. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Prescott on 3rd and 2. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he will have a Cowboys first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On play action, Prescott. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jalen Carter able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
To throw is Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! C.D. Lamb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Swift. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. Prescott down. Pass complete there to McCool. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Taken down at the 47-yard line. The Cowboys at 9-1 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. after one. 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it as we resume action. First down, Prescott. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Reek Woolen, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 up to 15. First down there on a pickup at 25. From the red zone now, Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are able to add on to that lead. Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, 1st down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it. 6 points on the board. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
Hurts. Finding space at the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day, but you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 8. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
Second and 10 at the Eagles' 48-yard line.
Here's Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Prescott to throw it. Got his open man. It's caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
38-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Aubrey good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
This 2nd and 4.
Now Prescott.
Going right back to Ferguson.
A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the 1st. Here's Prescott.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Prescott yet again.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he has another 1st down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
27-yard line.
Play action now. Prescott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
That's multiple times now he's tagged him with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Happy Thanksgiving once again from our gang here in Orlando to yours. We'll get back to AT&T Stadium in a minute, but first, let's take a look at what's coming up later this holiday weekend. We'll start in the early window and begin up in Minneapolis. A tough one for the homestanding Vikings as they get set to take on the visiting New York Giants. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And lastly, Monday Night Football has a good one lined up between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. It was the veteran quarterback Dak Prescott who had it working in the first half. He's got a touchdown through the air as his guys have raced out to a gigantic early lead.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On second down, Swift.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Hurts to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Waste of time.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
At the 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Hurts throw hauled in by Washington.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cowboys' 40-yard line.
Swift going to try up the middle.
A solid stiff arm. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
Micah Parsons
Picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
throwing is Hurts.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really? Should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Prescott. That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. He was already in some pretty rarefied air, and he just stepped into another zip code now because he passed Walter Payton for 2nd place all-time on the NFL rushing list.
So it's not just the talent, right? It's not just having a couple really good years. It's the longevity and doing it at a consistently high level. Remember those workouts Walter Payton was famous for, running up the hill in Chicago and how guys would try it and they couldn't keep up? Well, we know someone who could keep up because he's doing it quite well right now. Just past Walter Payton. Say it one more time.
Walter Payton, the only man ahead of him now, a couple thousand away from Emmitt Smith.
47 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
A first down throw for Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Now Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys are able to widen their advantage. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And they open the lead up now to 25.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
3rd and 5.
They'll look to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And an Eagle first down.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
First down, Eagles.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
He's got a man, it's his fullback. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. And an Eagle first down.
Hurts.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete.
And now we're going coach, a member of the Cowboys, shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Get it down to the 7. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now, a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 7-yard line.
Throwing, Prescott.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
standing just about on his own goal line. Now Brown. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Got a man. It's Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
He'll drop to throw.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
They'll set up a throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Hold everything here because this is about the last guy that they would want to see shaken up. Quarterback Jalen Hurts in some discomfort.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Complete. Smith has it. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
We're backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Zappi on 3rd down.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
4th down now. Here's Zappi.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Here's Prescott.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Carter, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. 2nd and 6.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Prescott going to keep again.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt it. First down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Cowboys, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they go down to defeat for just the second time in 11 games so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And this one features the Saints' sure-handed wide receiver. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Saints and the Falcons on Monday Night Prime Time.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air.
Tonight we march to the finish of Week 12 with a strong Monday night matchup, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
No run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a look here at the veteran under center, their seventh-year quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short.
Stroud looks to throw on the first play. Oh. That's caught by Claypool.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Now Stroud. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw into the hands of Pitts here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Stroud to throw it.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
He was defended by Derek Stingley.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Throw left side complete. That's Davis. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Stroud.
This is caught. Touchdown.
Drake London
with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Falcons will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? What he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit. Good-naturedly, but it let him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. Off the option, here's Gibbs.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. The numbers for Gibbs from last week,
just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total, scary. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
Well, they played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Downfield, and he's got Olave.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
The Saints, Pat, plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Over the middle, complete. It's Perry.
And the Saints are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Gibbs is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Blake Groupie now for the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive.
Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
And Stroud now to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. Throwing now is Stroud. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Stroud looking to throw.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Now 2nd and 5. Short throw caught by Pitts. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down up to the 47-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. He's got his man, London, right side.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they played, and the defense too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Stroud throws right back to London, complete again.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 30.
Looking to throw. Stroud
over the middle, caught by London.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 17-yard line. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, it comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we, Tom? Touchdown, Falcons! From 17 yards out, and the Falcons have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Coup now for the point after.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the Falcons score to cap it off.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Got his man, Dell.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where
Every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He's going to try and do this himself. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now a throw here, hauled in. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. They'll run with Gibbs. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll try to run with Gibbs. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
4th down to give to Gibbs. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Groupie for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. They start on the ground with Robinson here. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. These 2 teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4. And it was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one, so they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The catch
Catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he worked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Got a man, it's London.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Stroud.
And caught by London.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 4.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Into the hands of London.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
It's caught by Davis. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Here's second and 3.
At the 20-yard line.
Now Stroud. Right back to Davis. It's complete.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
From the 5, here's second and 2.
At the Saints 5-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's to the left sideline and incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Stroud now on 3rd and 2.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
The throwing again is Stroud.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson
From 4 yards out.
and the Falcons have moved out in front. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance to stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Oh, some strong running.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and get the first down.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll drop to throw. Olave over the middle. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. That's Olave bringing in another one. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Into the hands of Perry, complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 16-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This throw caught at about the 5. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 tick. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. But the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. And Stroud now to throw. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. Now inside the 25, and down to the 19-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing now is Stroud. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Now a throw in the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
Cool knocks this one through the post. So the long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where you see the final score there. Justin Herbert sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. 28-17, your final score. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We just watched a very good first half out of the Ohio State man, C.J. Stroud. He got off to a hot start with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, threw another for good measure in the second quarter. So he has been on target throughout.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Now the Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Here's 2nd and 8. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On play action, they'll throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
At the 34-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play. First down, Saints.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Perry. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
13 yards. And the Saints first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. They're going to look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
That's complete to Dell.
Dances by at the 20. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this one is right through, and that will tie us at 24 all. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now.
And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game, but Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a three-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 25-yard line.
Stroud looking to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Third down and 1.
Brings up third and 1.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Falcons first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Stroud.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Stroud to throw it. That is caught. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Now Stroud. Hitting London coming across the field.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Play action. Stroud now. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Second down and 10.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the first down.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
1st and 10, it's Stroud.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's Stroud. Open man, completes it to Claypool.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there at 22.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting.
And he gets in. Touchdown Atlanta.
Bijan Robinson, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons have broken our tie.
Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return here for Perry. That'll be a touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
The 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Here comes the Saints punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Exit 3rd and 2.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Now back to throw.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And out across midfield down to the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Arnold Ebiketie gets there for the stop.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it. So here we go. A big spot now for Blake Grupe.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner.
But for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. Throws the out route and finds Claypool.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
As Stroud now to throw. Claypool with another catch.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 2.
At the 46-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Bright, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
Robinson on a give right side.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 30.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Throwing now is Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to have the Falcons' 1st down as this defense unable to hold.
It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Stroud out of the gun here. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
And that is caught. It's Davis. And all the way down inside the 5 and a 4. 60 catches for him now on the year. This this last one a first down.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Stroud off the play fake.
Touchdown! Kyle Pitts from 4 yards out.
And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. But that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
He completes it to Olave.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Number 12, Chris Olave.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
On play action, they'll throw.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Into the hands of Perry, complete.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Listen, the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Second and 11.
Now a give, right side. Bright. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Back to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Eluding the pressure right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Well, it took us until the final play charge to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Atlanta, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
It's week 12 of the NFL. And coming up, it's the 49ers, leader at quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the 49ers and the Texans, next on EA Sports.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a
Here's Walker to start the drive. Shoves him aside. It's up to the 34-yard line. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. His career already storied, just keeps getting better. That last carry, CD, he hit 14,000 career rushing yards.
Think about the accumulation of this yardage like you're going upstairs. Now he's at the doorstep of the top 5 all-time in NFL history in rushing yards.
Unbelievable. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 3.
And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Niners at 8-2 on the year. They come in off a loss last time out, but still in the midst of a great season. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And the key for them, as I see it, tightening things up on defense, because the offense did its part. They played well, but defensively, way too many lapses and big plays allowed. That ultimately doomed them in their last ball game.
The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago. 17 carries, 77 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity, because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in to talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And the Niners are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll set up second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal, it'll feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Or might he go for it?
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And his kick here is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
Well, they moved the ball well there on the opening series. Running game was in sync. They were knocking on the doorstep, but ultimately, Charles, they'll have to settle for the field goal.
Well, they certainly were moving it well, and give this defense a ton of credit. Finally dug their heels in and forced the field goal. That's wondered in his game partner. Will this offense look back at this drive and think to themselves, if we'd gotten 6, we'd be in a better spot.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Now a first down throw. Fields.
Flushed out right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That's an early scrambler that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
You look at this Niner defense.
They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Moore, the man in motion.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields.
Being chased out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure.
Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the 49ers will take over possession here up at the 44. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Again, it's Walker.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23.
64 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. A short throw here to Latu.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get...
He's got a man complete. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners are able to extend their lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows to 10-0. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now, during that run, an injury here, we got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Here's Fields.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Fields.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
On play action, Fields.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down.
Fields throwing again. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. You look at this Niner defense.
Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. This is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw. Fields.
Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. A shotgun snap, Fields. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So a good job there to kind of weather the storm in that first quarter and come back with their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, you hate to be coming from behind early on, but you're exactly right. They took some time, able to move the ball, and now it's back to a 10-3 game.
Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down. Running right, here's Walker. Busts through the tackle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
77 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Here's Fields. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Now 2nd and 9.
At the 36-yard line.
To throw is Fields. He's got the connection to Moore.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. He finds his man, complete. That's Hodges. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Throwing again is Fields.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Fields on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Again, Fields.
Fighting through pressure. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 19.
Fields, we know has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That's caught by Ayuk on the slant.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Nifty move.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
18 yards, first down Niners. All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
This 2nd and 4.
At the 26-yard line.
Now a draw play. It's Walker. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
They'll get this to his tight end, Latu.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
They'll set up to throw.
That's complete out left to Aiyuk.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
First and goal, San Francisco.
They'll set up a throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Cameron Latu from 6 yards away. And the 49ers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
Now Moody for the PAT.
He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Now a first down throw. Fields delivers another one to Pierce.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Fields. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Pushes him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now it's Fields.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And here, you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, and it's the Bills who lead that one late in the second quarter. The Bills locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium, and they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. P.J. Walker, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. Patrick Mahomes has thrown a touchdown pass there. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Fields now to throw.
He finds his man complete. It's Stevens. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
3rd and 5. Here's Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Fields.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
On 1st down. And he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflated. Exactly right. It's an opportunity.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Gets the dump off to Pierce.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
At the 49ers' 14-yard line.
Back to throw. Fields.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
9 yards to go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Damian Pierce hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Point after try forthcoming. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it was Damian Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. Here's Pierce on the counter.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
To throw is Fields.
Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A throw over the middle taken in. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And he will find his man Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Now we'll pause here for an injury, and it's Deebo Samuel. He's the man in question right now who will need some attention. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any more.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
A 43-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that's going to tie things at 20. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Pierce now up the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 29. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Fields on 1st down.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring. Here's Fields.
His pass caught at the 4. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Fields throwing again.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. So still time remaining here in this 4th quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense in a tied game and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They run again with Walker.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 157 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Straight ahead, Walker.
Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
A short throw here to Latu.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Texans' 26-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk
with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list.
And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Houston set to take over. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Here is 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now it's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Fields now to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
From the 50, here's Fields.
And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Back to the ground with Pierce.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On play action, Fields.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he is going to have the Texans first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
At the Niners' 24-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Going for it with Pierce.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And his kick is indeed good, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So now the Niners down by a field goal, under 1:20 to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. He's back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. Back to throw. Got an open man. It's McLeod. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
That's complete out left to Ayuk. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw as this play will stand as is.
And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime.
So here we go. It's Jake Moody now in a big spot.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And now out comes Houston.
I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles, because my palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the third drive of overtime. And as we know, from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
Fields throw here into the hands of Moore.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 3rd and 8 situation, a tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive.
That is caught.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Barry,
who was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Barry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A shotgun snap, Fields.
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown and a game winner in OT. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this. All the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown.